Let's let's like the live, y'all. Like the live. All right, we're live on StreamYard. Or not StreamYard, YouTube. And Twitter. We're back on Twitter. We're back on Twitter, everybody. We're back on Twitter. What's up? Alexandra, what's going on? What's going on? What's up? How you doing? How you doing? Like the live, like the live. What's up, Lock? It's spiritual. Somebody need to make an updated version of this. Who's on live right now? FBOC Travel Nation. Wonder who else is live right now. All right, who's on? Anybody on Twitter? Anybody on YouTube yet? What's going on? All right, let's go to 10,000 likes, y'all. Let's go get up 10,000 likes. All right, connection unstable. Does it show Twitter views? Okay, it's 8 views on Twitter. What's up, Indie Goddess? What's up, Indie Goddess? All right, we got 18 viewers on Twitter. It's been a minute since I've been live on Twitter. Thanks for the likes and retweets on Twitter. What's up, Daniela? Where you been at? There's always somebody stick. What's up, DJ? What's up, DJ? We need an updated version for this on TikTok. Yeah, tap the screen, y'all. Tap the screen. Yeah, gonna need like a Native American and an African woman. That's the YT woman for TikTok. I try to remake it, but Growth was being ridiculous. What's up, Draco? Growth was being ridiculous. Grok was being ridiculous. I was all right, Grok. See if anybody comes in off this prompt. If not, I'm gonna have to change the prompt. I'm gonna have to change the prompt if it's not, right? 22 views. 22 views on X. Where everybody at? How many views we got? 50 views on TikTok. What's up, Night Owl? Like and subscribe on YouTube. Like and subscribe on YouTube. Can y'all hear me on Okay, they can hear me on YouTube. But yeah, what's up, Draco? Show stream on chat. There we go. What's up, 216? All right, cool, cool. Everybody, everybody need to change the background. I know we're only like 6 minutes in, but nobody's coming up right now. What's up, trekking? All right, who is that? Who is this? What's up?
What's up?
Where you from? What's your ethnicity?
I'm not black.
Okay. Where you
I
from and
just
what's your
wanted to be
ethnicity?
like
That's not what I asked. What's your name and ethnicity? I mean, not what's your name. Where you from and what's your ethnicity?
I can't say my name.
I'm not. I just asked you your name. I said, where you from and what's your ethnicity? Oh, he's gone. Yeah, he's gone. Oh, what's up, Saneet? I said, what's your name? What's up? Uh, CO. What's up, Cherokee? CO. Why use AI is horrible. No, y'all allowed the AI to happen. So don't talk to me about using AI. I ain't make it, but don't talk to me about using AI when y'all allowed it to happen. So AI is around because y'all allowed it to happen. I ain't asked for AI. AI slop. Uh-huh. AI slop. It is what it is. AI slop. All right, I guess I'll change the background. Um, Thanks. All right, I had a feeling. There we go. That'll get people in here. There we go. All right, keep liking keep liking the live. Keep liking the live, y'all. Matter of fact, it's shared alive. Like it, shared alive. Thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna have like a chill panel, honestly. A chill panel. Why is TikTok on BS, dude? So now, I'm alright. I'm chilling. I'm chilling right now. Mm, must be a slow Thursday. TikTok always weird with this algorithm. Or people are afraid to come into my lives now. People are afraid to come to my lives now. This gotta be the other case, right? Everybody just want to be messy. That's all. Well, everybody just want to be messy. What's up, Sparkle? 35 plus. Let's see if we get our Twitter numbers. How our Twitter numbers gonna go? See how we do on Twitter with the live or something. Hopefully, I don't got restarted to Earth. What's up, mind your business? All right, we got 37 on Twitter. Should crack like 100 soon on Twitter. So, what's up? Ah, what's up, everybody? Nah, what's up? Hey, don't tell me I gotta reset this already. Like, let's get up to 10,000 likes. Yeah, nobody really cares, right? Ooh. Well, come up here, Ice Ice, baby. Come up here. Like, don't sit in the audience and be a coward. Come up here. What's up, 100? I've been on for like 20 minutes. I've been on for like 17 minutes, yeah, almost 20. I know people see my live. Just let people see my live TikTok. What's up, Fatty Wap? Like, oh, you're not indigenous. Is that all y'all have? Literally, that's all y'all have. So yeah, it's gonna get real redundant fast. So conversation's gonna get real redundant fast. So because all people want to do is crash out and scream my ear and yell at me. That's what TikTok is. People just want to crash out, be messy, and scream at each other. That is the state of TikTok live. And breathe heavy. Yeah. Some people, bunch of people that need to sit down. But yeah, post can request up if they want to. Thank you for the follow. What's up, Nana? I wonder how many people caught my story reference while I was referencing. What's up, Taco? Mm, damn, you the title's up there. Oh, the title's up there. I like your shorts, dog. Keep me coming. Thank you, Daniela. When did Zulus become Native Americans? Well, when you gonna come up here and speak? Whenever you decide to come up here and speak, come up here. Don't argue with these people. Uh-huh. Don't argue with these people. All right. Oh, so maybe I need to liven myself up. Maybe. Well, come up here, user. Like, stop being a coward, and you're gonna get muted. Actually, you're gonna get muted. The only way you can talk now. That's the only way you can talk now. What's up, sister? What's going on? Like the live, yo. Let's get up to 20,000 likes then. Let's get up to 20,000 likes then. Greetings, greetings. I am here. Hmm. What's up, man? Let's see. What can I actually talk about instead of me just, I don't know, how this probably gonna be boring, mad boring on YouTube. So I guess apologies, right? It's mad boring on YouTube, so I guess apologies. Maybe we'll liven up after. I don't know. Maybe it'll liven up in a bit on. Let's see. Let's see. Um, who has been in here? 222. Now, I'll let keep the live up. I guess see if he hits 1,000. All right, what's up, everybody on YouTube? Hope everyone's doing well. Hope everyone's doing well. Where's Shabaka at? What's up, Capri? Thank y'all for the likes. Thank y'all for the likes. Standing on being indigenous, being from America. Shout out to everybody. Drop y'all tribes in the chat. Drop y'all tribes in the chat. Drop your tribes in the chat. Cherokee East. What's up, Valentina? Thank you for the follow, Malibu. Blackfoot Indian. Okay. What's up? What's up? Thank you for the follow. Oh, we got 73 people on Twitter right now. We have 73 people on Twitter. East Band Cherokee. Okay, what's up? For sure, for sure. East Band Cherokee. Pablo Escobar. Pablo. All righty. Any more trials to drop? Anybody on YouTube drop one? No? Wow. Wow. All right, I guess I'm starting to wake up now. So, starting to wake up now. Hi. Chat. No, we're not going to hide the chat overlay. Indigenous Afro. Come up here then, Tony. Come up here then. Y'all know how we do. You come up here. You want to come and antagonize us? Come up here and antagonize us then. All right, then you're gonna get muted. Yep, you're gonna get muted then. Cherokee and Seminole. Nice, 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 nice. Cherokee and Seminole. What else? What else? What else? Who else? Definitely have less. I definitely have less patience for adults. Less patience for adults. Yeah. So yeah, because I've had a day at work. I'll let you know that now. I had a day at work, and yeah, I definitely had a day at work. Patience was definitely tested today. So, but if it's the 30-minute mark, and no, yeah, we got. I mean, it's 3 more minutes till it hits the 30-minute mark, so I can make it. I'm for YouTube, right? Please make it interesting for YouTube. What's on the Matoka? Well, come up here. Come up here. Come up here. Express what you got to say. Express what you got to say. Put your big boy pants on and stop trolling and grow up hair. You'll get muted. This ain't the live. You can just come and troll. Nah, grab a mic if you want to speak. If you want to speak your piece, grab a mic. I'll mute you. So you ain't got no choice but to speak. That's how we roll here. We're not doing all that lip ras. We're not doing that finger typing. We're not bumping our thumbs. Come up here and bump your gums. Yeah, come up here and bump your gums. Don't bump your thumbs. Only 17 views. That's because I didn't start off with this. Please, you wish. You wish. I just went viral on Twitter talking about Indians. Nobody buying the BS anymore. I can restart right now. I can restart right now. I bet we'd be at 100 views in no time. I'll restart this. And I guarantee nobody, no, because nobody's coming to your live, Adriano. Nobody's coming to your live. If you started one, nobody would be in there. Nobody would be in there. Yeah, you're a YT man. I already know he a YT man. That's a YT boy. We already know. We already know who the YT people are. All right, request up. Somebody can request up. I'm Latino. Well, come up here, Anissa. Why y'all just want to comment stuff? You got 5 seconds to come up here. Are you muted? We don't do that over here. You ain't gonna have no choice but to come up here. So you got like 10 seconds. You better request up in 10 seconds, or I'm muting you. Now you ain't got no voice no more. Yep. Yep. Indigenous to come up here, Apache. I don't know why y'all think that's gonna stop some. Come up here, or you're gonna get muted. That's just how it goes. And if I gotta mute you too many times, then I'm gonna block you. Yeah, everybody, y'all two, because I ain't gonna let y'all come up here and be facetious. Nah, you gotta stand on what you say. Well, come up here, Oba. Well, come up here then, Oba. Oba Tassetti. You're the only fake African here. Wow, that's crazy. How are you a fake African? You don't know nobody named Tassetti in your family. Ain't nobody named Tassetti in your family. Well, request up, buddies. Request up, buddies. Y'all know how we do up here. Y'all know how I will mute you. Well, you're getting muted. Yeah, you've been talking too much, bumping your gums too much. You got so much to say in the comments. But if I ask you if you know any Africans that came over here, you're gonna be mad quiet. If I start asking you the questions to back up your claims, you ain't gonna show me no source. You ain't gonna show me no source. And I got a bunch of sources for you. I don't even gotta. Yeah, I'm weak. Yep. Since you called me weak, guess what? I'm even more weak. Block, muted. Yeah, now you can't say nothing. Now you can't say nothing. You can't type nothing. The only thing you can use on this live is your voice. Now, you see how that goes? Yep. Uh-huh. Come on now. Come on now. Everybody's scared to come up here now. For what? Well, everybody's scared to come up here for? Because I allow y'all to say BS? Is that it? Yeah, y'all so right, but y'all ain't got no answers. Y'all know everything, but y'all ain't got no answers for nothing. Y'all know everything, but y'all have answers for nothing. Ain't that something? Wow. Y'all know everything. Y'all know everything about the Africans that came to America, right? But y'all know no Africans that came here. What? Y'all know every black American is an African, right? Y'all know every black American is an African, but y'all don't know any Africans that came to America. How does that work? No oral tradition. Y'all ain't got no sources. Y'all know what a slave manifest looks like. What? Y'all ain't got nothing but vibes. Y'all got nothing but rhetoric. Y'all ain't got no quarter. Y'all talk about science. Y'all don't know about no DNA tests. Y'all don't know about S&Ps. Half y'all don't even know about a haplogroup. I ain't bringing up no Africans. Why do y'all bring up Africans when we say we're indigenous? Come up here, Yoruba. Why do you bring up Africans when we say we're indigenous? Huh? I didn't bring up Africans not once. I said most blacks are indigenous to America. Why are Africans, why are Latinos, and why are YC people bringing up Africans? Huh? Huh? African ain't nowhere in the title. It's nowhere in the title. It says most blacks were indigenous. You don't see Africa nowhere. You don't see African nowhere. You don't see Latino nowhere. You don't see YT nowhere. Nowhere. Right, y'all love playing dumb. Guess what? I act dumber. I can play dumber. These are talking points people bring up. Stop, you're being facetious. Like, stop being obtuse. You know what I'm talking about. Folks come up in here. They brought it up first. Oh, you're from Africa, right? Look at the comments. They're saying, oh, you're from Africa. You're indigenous to Africa. But they don't know any Africans here that came here. They don't know any Africans that came here. So if I ask them, I don't bring up Africans. I let other people bring up Africans in my life. I could care less. Hey, what's up, Kiana? It's other people that bring up. I don't. I could care less unless I put it in the prompt. Unless I put it in the prompt. Thank you. If you haven't already, make sure you follow me, like and subscribe on YouTube. You know, what's up, Frenchie? Lost Africans, you see? Lost African. But she ain't gonna come up here and tell me that. She ain't gonna come up here and tell me that. Yeah. You come in here, call me a lost African, a slave. Okay, bet. You can't say nothing no more now. How about that? The South Africa, Kenya.
Ethiopia, but I lived
Are
in
you from
Kenya.
Ethiopia? Is considered
All right.
Sub
What you
Saharan
got on the
Africa?
prompt? Yes, it is, but I've lived my life mostly in Kenya.
You meant most of your life in Kenya. Okay.
Correct.
All right. All right. What you got on the prompt?
Most black. Most black.
Okay.
Correct.
All right. All right. What you got on the prompt?
Most black. Most black.
Fake. Obviously, I want your honest answer if I asked you to.
Okay. So absolutely in 30 seconds. This is false. Most blacks were not indigenous. 60 to 75% were brought using the slave ships. There's some people of some melanated people were in the continent of North and South America before that, but not most of them. So that's my honest answer.
Not most of them. Okay. Can you name 10 Africans that came to the United States?
10 of them? No, I wasn't there. I
So
was here.
you know most of us came from Africa, but you don't know no Africans.
Can you frame your question
Do
correctly?
y'all get the logic? Can you name 10 Africans that came to the United States during slavery?
Oh, I don't have. From 1400. No, I don't have that statistics.
You know how to. So why y'all be bringing up stuff y'all ain't got no answers for?
I mean, it's from reading the books and
What
from
books?
information that is passed from generation to generation. So
Generation. So
you
can you name an African book, a book made in Africa
you want to
about that
understand.
history?
You want to understand this because
I don't care. I don't care. Can
yeah.
you name a book that Africans created about that history in Africa?
My David, my only thing is what if
I
I tell
didn't
you.
ask you. I didn't ask you that. Can you answer the question? Yes or no?
No, I'm
Can
not.
you name? I asked you a yes or no question.
I say no
Can you name? You said no. So what? So why say but? There's no but after. So
because
no, there you don't know any African after. So
because
no, there you don't know any African
you want
that
to.
came up with
Why
a
do you
book
want to
about
answer
that
the question
history.
for me?
Of, you said no. So you don't know any African that talks about this story in their own book. You don't know any Africans that came over this story into the conversation.
Okay, when you're done being emotional, I was gonna
I'm
give.
not being emotional. Where's the logic? I'm actually being logical. Why would I continue this conversation with you? You made a claim saying that most of us come from Africa, but yet you don't know any Africans that came over here, and yet you don't have a source from someone that's from the continent about that story. So
Let,
what's the point?
let me. That's what I wanted to say. Let me massage your ego and say yes. There was black people in North
There's
and
no stroke. It's not about stroking my ego. If you make a claim, right? If you make a claim, I want you to have some evidence for it,
Hey,
right? Would you so if you were trying to prove something correct, you would have evidence, correct?
first of all, hey
No,
David,
no, 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 no. Answer my question. If
I'm
you
not
have
gonna.
if you make a claim, you should have evidence for it, right? I'm asking you to provide evidence, and you don't have any evidence to show me. So why should I listen to you?
There's something called common knowledge. If you know
It's not.
something,
It's how is it common knowledge when you don't have a
common
reference
knowledge.
for it? How is
If
it common knowledge if you don't have a reference for it?
hey, David, I was gonna just tell you something. If you want to be an
Give me
alpha
a
male,
give me a history book.
no, listen.
Name a history book. If it's common knowledge, name a source that it comes from.
Stop being emotional. First
I'm
of
not
all,
being emotional. Answer my questions, dude.
I want you to calm
You
down.
don't have you don't have an answer for me. You don't have an answer for me. I ask if it's common knowledge, show me a source where it's common at. Show me a source where you get your common knowledge from. Don't play stupid with me, because I'm not stupid. You don't have no answers for me, dude. You don't have any answers for me. So why do you waste my time? Oh, DYT, yep. Yep, of course his source is the YT man. They'll never have no sources. So why come and waste my time? Right, I'm being emotional, but he can't answer the question. I don't know what I'm talking about, but y'all don't have no answers for anything. Oh, you want stroking my ego by doesn't you saying I'm indigenous to America doesn't do it for me because I already figured it out myself. You saying that I'm indigenous does nothing for me. It does nothing. You saying I'm an African is stroking your own ego because you're providing a claim that you can't even prove yourself. You're providing a claim that you can't even prove yourself. You're delusional. Let's just be honest. Let's just be honest. You have no concrete evidence of what you're talking about because you don't know what you're talking about, but you hold dear to your own word that you have no proof of. Then I'm stroking my ego. You would stroke my ego by saying I'm indigenous, but you're stroking your own ego saying that you're African, that I'm African, when you have no proof of it. Stroking your own ego. Yep, I get people. That's why people don't like coming to my lives. I get them gone quick because I need them because they don't even understand their own logic. They're not even logical. They're not even logical people. They're not even logical people because their logic don't make sense. Hey yo, what? Hey yo, who is sizzling soup? Hey yo, who is sizzling soup? Oh man, I'm uneducated, but come prove me wrong, right? All right, where you from, Sizzling Silk? What's your ethnicity?
I'm a native.
Ethnicity.
I'm a native. I'm indigenous. Oh God, man. Hey.
Okay. All
Listen,
right.
I totally agree with you. That story is a
Okay.
fairy tale that we came from Africa.
All right. Where you from, Rock? And what's your ethnicity? Raekwon. Or Raekwon. Raekwon. You there? All right. He's not there. Come back when you're ready. All right. Pretending. Where you from? What's your ethnicity? All right. They're not there either. All right. Get y'all. I don't know what's up with y'all Wi-Fi or whatever. All right. Raekwon, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Where you from? What's your ethnicity?
I'm from Jersey City, New Jersey, and my nationality is African American and Cherokee.
African American and Czech. All right. What's your thoughts on the prompt?
Um, I want to say I agree to that.
Okay. Congrats. All right. I'm
Because,
looking for. I'm looking for opposition. I'm gonna just drop you a opposition. Like, I'd rather listen than a minority of African. All right, cool. Come up here then, Penguin Classic. How about I'd rather you be muted than looking at your comments. Well, come up here. If you're in opposition, come up here. Like, golly, like the law. Let's get up to 30K, y'all. This should be an easy dub. If I'm uneducated, it should be an easy dub. If I'm uneducated, it should be easy. It should be an easy dub. If I'm uneducated. If I'm uneducated, it should be easy to debunk me. You should have an answer for everything I ask you. If I'm the one that's uneducated. All right, Black, come up here then, Mr. Douglas. Why you got all these foreign flags and you bringing up Frederick Douglass? He say we from the land. Frederick Douglass said we're native to America. I hope you know that. The native land of the Negro is America. What? Most of the people we look up to wouldn't even want to go to Africa. Frederick Douglass never. Yes, he did. I'll pull it up. The native. I'll pull it up. The native land of the Negro is America. Like, what are we talking about, bro? Like, what are we talking about, dude? This is from a what? And Frederick, yeah, virtues of American citizenship, former slave, this, and that. He says by principle of declaration, right? Within the meaning of the United States, we are American citizens by fact of history and the admissions of American statements. We are American citizens by hardships and trials endured, by the courage and fidelity displayed by our ancestors in defending the liberties and achievement of the independence of our land. The independence of our land. What? We are American citizens. He said this is our land. But this wasn't who claimed that America was only for YT people. Many black activists embraced the idea of colonization, arguing that black Americans should abandon the country and move to Africa or Central America to establish a colony there for his entire life. Douglass denounced this notion. All this native land talk is nonsense, he insisted. The native land of the American Negro is America. His bones, his muscles, his sinews are all American. His ancestors of for 270 years have lived and labored and unalived on American soil, and millions of his posterity, it has inherited Caucasian blood. The worst thing perhaps about colonization nonsense, and it tends to throw over the Negro a mantle of despair. It leads him to doubt the possibility of his progress as an American citizen. So what does we talk? What? Like what? He's like, what do we talk? Motherland who? Motherland where? Oh my man. What are we talking about? He said we're from America. Say I literally read you his words verbatim. He said cut out all this motherland talk, all this homeland talk. America is the homeland of the Negro. Like what? I ain't take nothing out of context. These are his words verbatim. He's like, what are we doing? Like, what are we doing? What are we talking about? I'm gonna find the original source too. Hold on, I'm gonna find the original source. All this native land nonsense. He said all this homeland nonsense based on he said all this homeland nonsense. He said Africa is not my homeland. He said it was nonsense to call Africa your homeland. And then before that, right? And then before that statement, by birth we are American citizens, yada yada, the principles of the Declaration of Independence, we are American citizens. Within the meaning of the United States Constitution, we are American citizens. By the fact of history and the administration's admissions of American statesmen, we are American citizens by hardship and trials endured, by the courage and fidelities displayed by our ancestors in defending the liberties and achieving the independence of our land. He said this is our land, not Ireland. This is our land. We are Americans. He said the independence of our land. Right before he said the other statement. Ain't nobody taking nothing out of context. Booker, Booker T. Washington ain't want to go to no Africa either. All you do is crash out. You come on pounds and crash out. Most of the United States was not a French colony. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Man, what's up, Lachey? Right. Get a book, please. I just like get Frederick Douglass out your bio. Get Frederick Douglass off your profile picture. You got too many flags to be profile picture. You got too many flags to be claiming Frederick Douglass. You're just reading that. How am I reading quotes on Twitter, dude? Doofus, like what? He said I'm reading quotes on Twitter. Like what? I'm reading quotes on Twitter. This is the Goldwater Institute. The Goldwater Institute, that's one of them, right? It's a bunch of sources with this quote. What? You got the Goldwater Institute, right? You got this is a teacher. What? This is a teacher's people's history material. This is a website where teachers go to teach this stuff. What are we talking about? The Zen Education Project, teaching people's history, teaching materials. It has lessons. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? It was hold on, I'm looking for opposition right now, and it goddess. Hey, what's up, Copper? What's up, Light Baron? Ain't nobody taking nothing out of what? Out of no context. Let's see. Let's look. Search. Let me see. Yeah, you got a speech right here. Uh, search. Uh, search. Hold on. Native. Let's look. Native. No. Negro. Let me see if this is the one. Negro. Native. Let's look for native. No, 00. Our land. Let's see if it's our land. Nope. All right, so that's not it. Yeah. Yeah, Jimmy's been around for like years, yo. Jimmy's been around for years. Jimmy's been around for years. They ran off. Oh, you said put Africa, type Africa in there? Oh, brother. It ain't gonna, how much you want to bet it ain't gonna say nothing? Africa. Africa. One thing. Let the Negro alone and address, blah, blah, blah. Where they say Africa at? Only broke his feathers, he would run back out and clear out a right or nowhere else. There's no such disposition in the Negro, he will not unalive out. Oh, he said, what? Yeah, oh, he said, hold on, 1 second. Oh, 1 second. It is not so with the Negro. He loves you and remains with you under all circumstances. In slavery and freedom, you do not see him wearing a blanket, but coats cut in the latest European fashion. If you should see him going down the street on a rainy day, you would think there was a man walking there. If you had his back to you, he acts like a man, acts like a man. He looks like a man, acts like a man, feels like a man. In the out office of society to make him a man among men, applauds him. He does not unalive out. Some have predicted that if he only broke his fetters, he will run back to Africa, clear out to Liberia or somewhere else. There is no disposition in the Negro. He will not unalive out. What? He literally said he would not go out to Africa. What are we talking about? He said if they unalive out, right, and if they broke, right, they will run to Africa and clear to Liberia or somewhere else. But he said, nah, we're not doing that. He literally said, nah, we're not doing that. He said, nah, we ain't running nowhere. We ain't running nowhere. Boy, he said, keep that. You said you could take that back to Africa dream and shove it up your rear end. He said you could take that and shove it up your rear end. Y'all saying Frederick Douglass came from Africa and loved Africa or whatever and wanted us to go to Africa, but his words say none of that. His words say none of that. He's like, yeah, he said you can take that pipe dream back to Africa, buddy. I ain't going nowhere. Who he sound like today? He sound like the rest of us. No. He like what? He said who he sound like today. We could, man, it's Frederick Douglass came out the grave. Did somebody revive Frederick Douglass? If somebody revived Frederick Douglass today, he would be speaking with us. Like he would not be on y'all side. And I'm from the state where me and Frederick Douglass are from the same state. Mind you. Me and Frederick Douglass are from the same state, mind you. I could go to Annapolis and get you a lot of resources on Frederick Douglass. I could go to Annapolis and get you a lot of resources on Frederick Douglass. Because we're from the same state. That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do when I go back to Annapolis. I'm gonna go back to Annapolis, right? And I'm gonna look at the books they got on Frederick Douglass in Annapolis. No, he's not. Indians don't go off your daddy. I asked JPG, did Frederick Douglass call himself African? They say he identified as African American. There is no such thing as African American when Frederick Douglass was alive. Literally none. He said, I am a man. He said, I am a man. There was no such thing as African American when Frederick Douglass was alive. He said, I am a man. What are we talking about? This is what Gemini, I went to Gemini. Same thing, Gemini. This is what Gemini had to say. He identified as African American. His writings and speeches championed the rights of African Americans and argued for their humanity under the Constitution. He didn't argue for being African. He was born to an enslaved black mother and a white father, though also he identified as American He identified with his American heritage in the fight for freedom in the United States. His work was fundamentally rooted in the experience and liberation of black people. And guess what? Guess what they're saying about his African roots, quote unquote. They're saying his African roots tie back to his black mother, not his African mother. They said his black mother. So if his African roots comes from the black woman, right? Why does it say an African woman? Hmm. He fought for black people in America. He didn't fight being African. He didn't fight for being African. He identified with his American heritage and fought for the freedom within the United States. What are we talking about? I'm glad I know how to read. He's not YT. Yeah. Yeah, show me a source. Show me a source of Frederick Douglass coming out his mouth saying that he's African. Show me one. Show me one. I'll pull it up. Type it in the chat. I'll pull it up. What are we talking about? Yeah, it don't sound like he claimed to be African to me either. It don't sound like that. I'll show. Yeah, show me. Show me the primary source of him saying out his own mouth that he's African. Because I can go to Annapolis. Frederick Douglass is from Maryland.
All right, hold on.
Turn your camera on and show me the source.
All right, hold on, bro.
No, we don't go off the daddy over here. The narrative of the life of Frederick Douglass, an American slave. His memoir, they say he's American in his memoir. What's up, Venus? Right. How could he identify as an African American when it didn't exist? All right, go ahead. That's your source. I literally just read that.
Oh, you didn't?
Yes, I
You
did.
did?
I literally read that
I read this.
earlier. I
What
read
you-
it earlier. He said, I know the cries raised out that we are out of our native land. That land is the land of the YT man, and that Africa is the home of the Negro, not America, right? What year was that published? 1851?
Yeah.
1851? Okay, bet.
I believe that simultaneously with the landing of the Pilgrims, slaves landed on this continent, and that for 230 years or more. So basically, he's saying that because we put so much work on this continent, because we done so much, we are more American than, like, he's not saying that we indigenous. He's saying that we put so much work in that what makes us less American than anybody else. You know what I mean? If I come to you, if I put my work in at a company, then I'm just as entitled to it as anybody else. Because you had talks with people wanting to go back to Africa, and he was like, well, we don't have to do that because this is our country, this is our land, we built this up. You know what I mean? We put the work in here, blood, sweat, and tears. So I don't feel like I have to get up and leave where I put my work in, where my ancestors was enslaved and, you know what I mean, did everything. So that's what he was saying.
Okay, yeah, that's why dates are important. He said that in 1851. Here's what he said in 1853. Yeah, he said, by the principles of the Declaration of Independence, we are American citizens. Within the meaning of the United States Constitution, we are American citizens. By the facts of history and the admissions of American statement, we are American citizens by hardship and trials endured by courage and fidelity displayed by our ancestors in the defending liberties and achieving the independence of our land. Our land, we are American citizens. And let's go. Let's go down further. The native land of the American Negro is America. His bones, his muscles, his sinews are all American. His ancestors for 270 years have lived and labored and unalived on American soils, and millions of his posterity has inherited Caucasian blood. The worst thing, perhaps, about this colonization nonsense, he was speaking against the American Colonization Society. For those that didn't know, with this context, it tends to throw over the Negro a mantle of despair. It leads him to doubt the possibility of his progress as an American citizen. It tends to weaken his hold on one country while it can give him no rational hope for another. Its tendency is to make him a despondent and doubtful where he should be made to feel assured and confident. It forces upon him the idea that he is forever doomed to be a stranger and a sojourner in the land of his birth.
Yeah, he's saying the same thing he's saying another one.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is, bro.
No, it's not.
200 years we've been in America, doing our thing, working, getting land, etc. It's the same thing he was saying another one.
No, it's not. I can read.
Bro, he said the
I can
same.
comprehend what I read. He didn't say the same thing. He said the native land is America.
Yeah, we live in America. We're
The
born
native
and
land,
raised in
he
America.
said we're all American.
Yeah, we're
He's
American.
actually speaking against going to Africa.
Yeah, he was against going to Africa. He wasn't a Pan-African.
My comprehension is not terrible. Let's highlight some key words, Cujo.
He's not a
Highlight some
Pan-African.
key words.
Yeah,
He wasn't a Pan-African.
Yeah,
He said
wasn't a
we're
Pan-African.
American. He said that going back to Africa was nonsense.
Yeah. He told you why. It's the same. It's the FBI. It's like the blueprint of the FBA argument. Yeah, we know we got African ancestry, but we're American. We put in work here. We got our own ethnicity. We got our own culture, our own things that we do. Yeah, we got African roots, but we put in work here. We no longer, African. Our relationship with Africa is the same as the white American relationship is with Europe. You ask a random white man on the street, is he European?
YT, you got to say YT.
Yeah, my bad, YT. You ask a white man, YT man in the South, you European, you British, this and that, you eat beans and toast. You be like, what the hell are you talking about? I'm American. I ain't no European. It's the same thing with a lot of black people. We don't feel that connection because, like you said, we've been here so long, we put in so much work. It ain't no, it's the same thing. Saying the same thing. It's the FBA talking point from back then. It's the blueprint of that.
For the FBA talking point.
I mean, he literally said we was brought here 200 plus years ago.
200 plus years. He said for 200 years.
Yeah.
Could that mean they came from Africa, or he's talking about slavery?
They came from Africa. He mentioned Africa.
Okay. He didn't mention coming from Africa in his Dred Scott statement. He didn't say that. He said his ancestors for 270 years have lived, labored, and unalived on American soil.
Yeah, 200 years.
That doesn't imply
If
him
he was
coming from
saying,
Africa.
if he was saying he was indigenous, why would he
Because
say 200 some years?
he said
If you indigenous, you been here more than
the
200 years.
context is going through slavery for 279 years.
No, lived, everything. He said
Yes,
lived,
labored,
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 labored.
and unalived.
Black people have lived on this American
And
continent
then
for
America, the
200 years.
United States, didn't exist during that for a long time at that point. So, right?
When he talking about the land, he's not talking about the
America,
country. He's
the
talking about
native,
the land.
he said the native land of the American Negro is America.
Yeah,
That's what he started off with.
yeah. that don't mean you say you're indigenous. He's saying the American Negro
He
is
said we're
American.
American. He said
Yeah, we're
his
American.
ancestors. He says his bones, his muscles,
It's the
his
FBA
sinews
argument.
are all American. He's not talking about being African.
Just like when a white man says, I'm a red
YT.
YT, when a YT person, I'm a red-blooded
Bro,
American.
these are literally his
It's
words.
the same, it's the same
He
argument.
said our bones, his muscles, his sinews are all American.
Come on, bro. You know that's our bones is American. Come on, man.
He said his bones,
Yes.
his muscles,
He's
his sinews
showing.
American.
How can your bones be American, bro?
He said everything about everything
Yes.
that makes up
Yes.
of him is American.
Yes,
Literally.
yes, that's American pride. The same thing that a YT American do. He's not saying that he's indigenous. Come on, bro. Well, y'all be acting like y'all don't hear white team people say the same thing.
Down
They
to
must- they must-
what's the
they-
definition of Sanu? What's a Sanu?
They must be indigenous too. Just because a YT person, I'm a red-blooded American. I'm American. American pride. It's the same thing, bro.
So why isn't he saying that he's African in 1853?
Because he doesn't associate himself with African because he's American. He tells you in the narrative.
Okay. So he's denouncing Africa and he's saying that he's not African.
He said we came from Africa, but he doesn't identify as African because his ancestors have put so much work in on this.
Then why didn't he say they came from Africa? In 18 he didn't say nothing about returning, nothing.
He did.
He didn't say nothing about returning. He said nothing about returning.
He doesn't support going back to Africa. That's why.
Yeah. It should tell you something.
He
It should
doesn't
tell you
support it
something. It
because
should, it should tell you so he has no connection to Africa. So he's telling you he has no connection to Africa, meaning that he's not African. That's the point I'm talking about. And he said that the land of the Negro is America. Yeah.
Brother. He's telling you what he's talking about.
Yeah, dude.
You making up these narratives.
I'm not making up nothing. These are his words verbatim. Verbatim.
Jesus, put me back on the big screen, man.
And show you the source from 1851. I already seen it. 1851, 2 years later. Show me something recent after 1851 of him saying he's African.
Let me read it again because you seen how
I'm not 1851. 1851, dude.
Let me read it again since you have a problem.
Context matters, dude. 1850. Context matters. Dates matter. Timelines matter. We're not going to run away from that. What he said in 1853 is not what he said in 18. I'm not arguing. Dude, does timelines matter? Yes or no?
The same thing as he said.
Timelines matter? Yes or no?
He said the same thing.
Do timelines matter? Do timelines matter? Yes or no? Answer my question, bro.
Put me back on the big screen.
I'm not putting you back on the grid. Answer my question. Do timelines matter?
Because
yes or no?
You're mixing up what he's.
I'm not mixing. I'm not. Do timelines matter? Yes or no? If I'm wrong, just
let me read what he said. But
if I'm wrong, answer the question.
We don't got to go back and forth.
Answer the question. If I'm wrong, then prove that I'm wrong. Answer the question. Do timelines matter? Do timelines matter? Yes or no? It's a yes or no question.
I'm trying to read.
It's a yes or no question.
I'm trying to read.
Answer my yes or no question.
We don't got to go back and forth.
I asked you a yes or no question. Do timelines matter? Yes or no?
Because he's saying the same thing.
He's not saying the same thing. Obviously, he's not.
Yes, he is, bro.
He's not saying. Why won't you answer my question, dude? I asked you a yes or no question.
It's an irrelevant
yes or no. It's not irrelevant. Do timelines matter? Yes or no? If we're talking history.
It's an irrelevant question, bro.
Do timelines matter towards history? Yes or no?
Man, you just want to argue, bro.
Dude. I'm not arguing just to argue. Answer my question. We're
You
talking
yelling.
history, correct?
You yelling.
We're talking history, correct? Last time I checked, we're talking history. So do timelines matter? Yes or no when it comes to history?
You
Stop
gonna let me
playing.
read?
Stop.
You gonna let me
Stop.
read, bro?
No, dude. Answer my question.
You gonna be disingenuous? I could drop off.
I'm not being. You're being disingenuous because you're
I'm
talking
not
about
being
history.
disingenuous at all, bro.
You're talking about history, dude. And I asked you if timelines matter, yes or no. I'm gonna answer it for you. Yes, they do. Timelines matter. We're talking about history. When someone says 2 years prior to something can change, right? People's mindsets can change, yes or no, right? Yes, they do. People change their mindsets all the time. So if we're talking history, when something is said
It's not a
2
change
years,
in mindset because he's
yes,
saying the same.
yes, 2 years. 2 years.
He's saying the same thing as he said in the narrative. Bro.
Oh my goodness, dude.
I will show you he's saying the same thing. You let me read it.
I already read it, dude. I read it.
You're not reading what he's saying.
I literally read what he said.
You're putting.
I literally read it what he said, bro. I'll put it back up and read it again. I'll read it. Go back. I know the cry is raised that we are out of our native land. That land is of the YT man, that Africa is the home of the Negro and not America, right? But you see where he changes his stance? If we go back to what I put up, right? He said in 1851 that America is not the native land of the Negro. That is two different things. Stop playing with me like I'm slow or something. Stop playing with me like I'm slow or something. Because that's not what he said 2 years later.
If you read,
I'm not, dude. I'm gonna pull it up again, right?
If you read
what
the
he
part
said
at the bottom, he's saying the exact same thing as the one.
No,
you
he's
just
not. No, he's not, dude. He's not.
Yes, he is, bro.
No, he's not, dude.
Yes,
Let
he
me
is.
read this. Let me read this
Landing
again.
with the land simultaneously with the landing of the pilgrims. This
Landing
stands short of content. 30 years or more, we have. Go ahead, bro. Because you want to argue.
Yeah,
Go
I'm
ahead.
not arguing, dude. What he
Go
said,
ahead,
what you
go
got,
ahead, read.
all right, I'm reading now. I'm reading it. I'm reading what you have highlighted. He said, I know the cry is raised that we are
read the
out.
bottom. Read the
Bro,
bottom.
I can't
part,
see
bro.
the bottom, obviously.
I
can't see your
hold on.
head. Your goddamn head is in the way. See the bottom. So I asked me to read something I can't see.
Hey, Darvin.
I'm trying to gift you. No, you good. Yeah, what's up? He said, I know the cries. All right, cool. But how does that stand? Untrue that we can make progress in the future. We have already blank. Our condition is rapidly improving. But years ago, I attempted to ride to New England and was soon to take my seat with the YT person. I was dragged and engaged with those hands on the bench which I was seated. Every railroad in New England is the K. How's it now? And why a Negro may ride just where he pleases that. Seated on every New England. Why a Negro would ride where he pleases and not blank the section is raised. I have frequently rode over the same road since I never reached the highest indigeny on my account of complexion. Indeed, YT people are becoming more opposed to associating with blacks. I am constantly annoyed by these persons' attentions. Blah, blah, blah. Riding up to Geneva, I had curled myself up at the time I got into whatever. Along came a man and lifted up my blanket. Yeah, I looked up and said, prayer, do not disturb me. Black man, I don't care who the devil you are. Only give a seat. What?
Does this prove he's African?
That don't add to nothing.
Bro, y'all missing the point, bro.
No, dude. You asked me to read the bottom, right? You asked me that, and now if I go back to my source, right? If I go back to my source, right? For one, that highlighted part of the source says that America is not the land of the Negro. And then in 1853, right? He says the native land of the American Negro is America. So he's saying it's not America in 1851. And then in 1853, he's saying that the native land of America of America is the land of the Negro. That he's not saying the same thing.
Yes, we're
So
born,
the
we're
point of
raised
what was
in
the point
America.
of
Oh
rail
my,
source?
no.
It's the
Let's
FBA argument, bro. It's the same shit.
no, it's not, because he didn't say America was the native land of
Yeah,
the
I'm talking
Negro
about
in
cook what?
1851. In 18, you just lied. So why did you lie to me?
Lied about
Why
what?
did you lie to me? Because you're highlighted of the text, right? Says that America is not the native land of the Negro.
He
Africa
didn't say
is.
that. He
Yes,
didn't say
he.
that. He
Oh
said
oh my goodness, bro! I literally read it.
he
I
said his
literally read it.
peers said that.
I literally read it. I literally read it.
People around him, people that want to go back to
Oh,
Africa, saying that we are of African descent, or we shouldn't be here because the YT man owns the land. He's the one that's controlling
That
the
didn't
land.
say that in the
no,
screenshot you
pull it
posted.
back up. Pull back the how. I will read it again.
All
And
right,
we're
put
gonna
it
go
back.
That didn't say
word.
that.
Yeah,
Put it
we're
back
gonna
up.
word. I'm gonna go word by word. We're gonna
Put it
break this
back up.
down word by word.
Let me
Wait,
go
Real.
zoom it
back up.
out. Zoom it
Let
out.
me go
It's
back
I'm
the
up.
words are cut.
okay. Cool.
I
I know the
know the
cries and
pride.
ways that we are out of our native land. Oh, so he's never saying he's from Africa. He's not
No,
saying that he's from Africa
yes,
at
the
all.
people,
Yo, that this source
bro.
proves what I said earlier. It
Why you
backs
not
up.
letting me
Yeah,
talk,
dude,
bro?
I'm not, dude.
Cutting me
So if
off,
he's
bro.
not the one saying that Africa is our native land, so guess what? He never
Because he
said it.
doesn't agree.
Oh,
He doesn't agree with
oh
going back
my
to
goodness,
Africa, bro.
dude. Oh my goodness,
It's the
dude. Your source.
FBA argument, bro.
Hold on. Your source adds on to what I said. He never said he was African, dude. What the?
Bro,
He
he
never said
doesn't
he.
agree that we should
He
go
never
back to
said he
Africa.
came from Africa, dude. He never. This is my original point. In your point,
He was
the thing,
born in America.
dude. The source that
He's
you.
proud to be
Hold
in
on,
America.
1 second. You said other people were saying that America
Dog, come
is
on, bro.
not. Dude, come on. I'm gonna read it again. I'm gonna read it again.
You know the
What I
Wait,
do,
okay,
FBA
dude,
can you
argument,
dude.
bro.
highlight?
I
This
Can
don't
is
you
the
care.
F.
highlight
I'm
what
This
not
he
is
said?
FBA. I don't care about the FBA
this is
argument
the
right now.
FBA
He's not
argument,
making
bro.
no FBA argument. So
He is making the FBA
watch
argument.
out real quick. Move your head real quick. Yeah,
Can
move your
you
head real
can you
quick.
can you
He said,
highlight the
I
part where he
know the
says he's
cry.
African?
Yeah, 1 second. I know the cry is raised that we are out of our native land. That land is the land of the YT man. That the Africa is the home of the Negro and not America, which means other people are saying that Africa is their native land. And then in 1853, he says the native land of the Negro is America. So he has never
Yeah,
came out his mouth directly and said he was from Africa. That's
yeah,
my
because
original point. That's
he
my
doesn't
original.
support.
That's my original point. There's
He
nothing else to
never
argue.
support, bro. He never supported Negroes that were born in America to go back to Africa because he feels like they're trying to get rid of us. They're trying to um, take us away from because he feels like they're trying to get rid of us. They're trying to um, work hard for 200 plus years.
Okay, can you highlight the part where he says his ancestors are from Africa? Can you highlight that? And then put it on the screen.
He
It's not
just
gonna be.
said that
He's not gonna
he
find
just
it.
said that the people are arguing that the
No, just
Negro.
highlight the part where he said his ancestors are from Africa. I would love to
He's
see
never
that.
said it. He never
That's
said
not
out his goddamn mouth. That's my
that's not
original point.
the argument.
My
Yeah,
original. You came out and said,
That's
"Oh,
not
I'm
the
gonna show
argument.
you a source. I'm gonna show you a source that he said he was from." I said he never said he came from
I
Africa.
didn't say he
That's
came from
yeah.
Africa. He said the
No, just stop
Negroes.
arguing and just highlight the part where he
He
said
said
he's
the
from Africa.
Negroes in
Highlight it.
America
Highlight it. Just highlight it and put it on the
ancestors
screen.
come from Africa.
Okay, highlight that.
However,
Highlight it.
we put so much work in
Okay,
here
we
for
get it.
200 plus years.
Please highlight it. Please highlight it. We get it.
Now, can you read
Yeah, we can read, and there was
But he
nothing
ain't
about
say
accents
that.
on there.
200
Yeah,
plus
but
years? We
yeah,
lived
too.
we
Uh huh.
lived on this continent for 200 plus years. If you was indigenous, why would he say
But
200 plus
he
years?
already said that the native in that context, when he said people are crying about they're not native to America, they're native to Africa, that means they're from there. In that context. Now, if we go 2 years
Yeah,
later, using the same context of native, he said the native land of the American Negro is America. He said that the American Negro is from America. So if people are crying, saying that the native land of the American Negro is Africa, and he's opposing that, he's saying he's not
Yeah,
from Africa.
he's opposing that
Or
because
none
he
of,
doesn't
and then
agree
on
that we
top of
should go
that,
back to Africa.
and then on top of that, the next sentence, he says his bones, his muscles, his sinews are all American.
Yeah, it's the same
And
thing
then
white
after
people
that,
used to
his
say.
ancestors, right? The real context, and he's not saying they came from Africa 279 years ago. He said they were going through slavery 279 years. Because guess what? Frederick Douglass was an abolitionist. He was against slavery.
He said we live,
Yes, they went through
we worked,
slavery for 279
lived,
years.
worked for 200 plus years.
Yes, he said, because guess what? Context matters. Knowing what people did for a living matters. Frederick Douglass was an abolitionist, meaning he was against slavery, and that statement is saying that they were enslaved for 279 years.
Lived, enslaved, worked 200 plus years. He said
Yes.
the Negro arrived on this continent 200 plus years.
No, he never
So,
said anything about the Negro arriving from
yes, he
nowhere.
did.
No, he didn't. Where?
He did, bro.
No, he
Highlight
didn't.
it.
Pull it back, pull
Highlight
it
it.
back
Screen
up.
it.
Where?
Highlight it.
Pull
We
it
gonna
back up.
go word. We gonna go. I'm gonna break this down. Going word for
Pull
Yeah,
it
word.
go
back,
on
pull it
pause
back
and
up.
highlight the word.
Oh no,
Highlight the word.
I got it. I got it, Venus. He said
Pull
the
it back up.
native land. Like 1 second. 1 second. Right. 1 second. 1 second. I'm gonna read it word by word, and we gonna break this down. The native land of America, the American Negro, is America. In this context, he's saying American Negroes are from America. His bones, his muscles, his sinews are all American. His ancestors, right? Let's highlight his bones, his muscles, his sinews are all American. His ancestors for 279 years have lived and labored and unalived on American soil, and
Yeah,
millions of his posterity has inherited Caucasian blood, right? He's
yeah.
not talking about coming from Africa.
That's the
If he would have said
FBA
it,
argument, bro.
no, it's not. I'm not FBA, so I don't care, right?
I'm telling you that's the argument.
No,
That's
it's
the
not.
same,
It's
that's
not.
the same thing, bro.
It's not the same argument.
Come on, bro.
Y'all tap in.
I
Yeah,
live. You
Caucasian. The
can't
worst.
literally have American bones, bro. That's just an American
Uh,
pride statement. That's an American pride statement.
okay, now we're using
Red
metaphors,
blooded American.
but if you're using metaphors now, right? We're using
Yes, that's a
metaphors and
metaphor,
similes
bro.
now. Yeah,
American.
obviously it's a
Your
metaphor,
bones,
obviously.
your bones can't literally be American.
So
Bro. That
how
doesn't
can
even make
Frederick
sense.
Douglass ever say we came from Africa when he's never said it? There's no, your
Bro,
source doesn't say refer from Africa. His source is saying other people told him that we're from Africa. That's literally in your source. Now in my source, he's clearly stated, he's making a definitive argument and statement saying that American Negroes are
because he
from America.
doesn't agree with going back to Africa, bro.
Because he doesn't, but he never came out his mouth and
He
said that
doesn't agree. He's arguing against
he
that.
never, he's because and what I
And
say,
he's
what
telling
did I
you
say
why.
earlier?
Because we lived, we breathed, we died, we worked in this country for 200
Say
plus years.
unalive. You have to say
I
unalive.
mean, yeah,
Yeah.
unalive for 200 plus years. He's
But he
saying the exact
never
same thing.
made a direct quote saying that his ancestors came from never, not
Oh,
even in
Let
your
him
source.
highlight it.
Why
Let him
does
highlight
he?
it.
Not even in your source. It says that. So in
All right, pull the
1851,
source back up, bro.
bro, I'm
Let-
gonna read it one more time.
Where
We
where
gonna read it again.
where did he come? Where did he say we come from?
He
If
said,
we ain't come from,
oh my, he said, I know the cry. Meaning he said the cry coming from other people. Literally, he said it's coming from other people. That we are out of our native land, that this land is the land of the YT man, and that Africa is the home of the Negro and not America. Now, if we go back to my source,
bro,
right, 2 years,
read the
no,
part at the bottom. You
uh,
keep reading the other part. I'm telling you to read the part at the bottom.
yo,
Okay,
I read
bro,
the part
please just
at
highlight
the
the
bottom.
area at the bottom.
I read
Highlight the
it.
area you're talking, and then put it
Right.
up on the screen. That will get rid of all
Read.
the arguments.
I'm
That
gonna
will get rid of all the
highlight the
arguments.
part that I'm
Highlight,
talking,
highlight the
telling him to read.
information. Did you highlight it?
All right, I'm gonna read it.
All right, go back. All right, go.
I'll read it again, right?
He didn't
All right, hold
highlight
on.
anything.
Yeah, I got
Hold
it.
on.
I'll read it. I'll read it. I'll just read it again. I don't mind. My goodness. He
All right,
said,
there you go.
I really, I believe that, but how's the saying this?
Simultaneously with the landing
You
of the
didn't even show
pilgrims,
me that part. You went all the way
the
down to
shores
the
of this
freaking.
continent, and that for 230 years or more we have been on this continent. We have grown up with you. We have watered your soil with our tears, cherished it with our blood, and tilled it with our hard hands. Why should we not stay here? He's saying that Black Americans have been on this country, this continent, putting in work, and we shouldn't go back or give up all of the work and stuff we put in on this continent. We are entitled to this land just as much as anybody else. That's what he's saying.
No, no,
He's not saying that we
let me read.
indigenous.
But I believe that simultaneously with the landing of the pilgrims, there landed slaves on the shores of this continent. And that
Yeah,
he's saying they brought slaves with
yeah.
the pilgrims. Pilgrims brought slaves, right?
No.
Yes, let's read. I'm gonna read
The
it. This is why.
simultaneously with bro.
No. I'm gonna read it. I believe that we're gonna break this down word by word. Move your head, please. I'm gonna break this down word by word.
You trying to say the pilgrims and
I
slaves, bro?
believe that simultaneously, with the landing of pilgrims, there landed slaves on the shore of this continent, and that for 200 years and 30 years and more we have had a foothold on this continent. We have grown with you. We have watered your souls with our tears, nourished it with our blood, right? And tilled it with our hard hands. Why should we not stay here? We came when we were a wilderness and we are pioneers of civilization on this continent. We leveled your forests, our hands, removed the stumps from yours in the fields, and raised the first crops to first produce on your tables. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. He's saying that we came here on these shores and we put in work. We are entitled to this land just as much as anybody else. Why
But
should
that
we
doesn't make
leave?
sense because how can you
Why
be
should we
entitled
leave?
to indigenous land? How can you be entitled to someone else's land?
He just told you in the thing.
But
Because we
it
put
doesn't
in
matter.
work.
If you're from Africa, this isn't your land. You're not entitled to the land that was stolen from indigenous people. So that
We
doesn't make
put in
sense.
we put in work.
Yeah, you put in work on stolen land that's not yours or the white man's. So
I mean, if that's your opinion, but what he's saying
that's not an
is
opinion. This land is indigenous
it is.
people's land.
I mean, it is an opinion.
This land is indigenous people's land.
Black people have fought along with indigenous
So if
people
you're not
for
indigenous, how are you entitled to this
hundreds of
land?
years. We've been fighting with indigenous people
Okay,
against
so
colonization for hundreds of years.
so
And then you can't
so
say that because we were brought
there's white people who have been fighting for hundreds of years. That doesn't
you
mean they're
we
indigenous to
were
this land.
brought here against our will, so it wasn't
So
it
you can go
wasn't
back home
a
anytime. Where you going home?
how do you not understand what he's saying?
You can purchase a plane ticket and return home. When you gonna do that?
How do you not understand what he's saying?
I
To
understand
me,
that
to
you.
me,
I
to me,
understand
to
that
me,
your
that kind of
ancestors are from
that kind of
Africa.
sounds like white supremacy
Hello,
because you're telling
I'm understanding you're
white
admitting your ancestors are
supremacy
from
because you're
Africa, but you
telling
refuse to
people
go
they got
home.
to
That's
do
what I'm
this and do
understanding.
that. I mean,
When are you
like you
going
said,
home?
we put in so much work. We are entitled to the work that we put in on this land
No,
just as
you're
much as
not.
anything.
No, you're not.
The inventions, the work we put in, the money we've garnered
Y'all
to the
literally stole
economy.
soul food from indigenous people.
Okay.
What?
Birthright citizenship. 14.
Yeah, soul food
Cool.
is indigenous food. You stole it.
Yep. That's a fact.
Man,
Uh huh.
I don't listen, man. I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
just telling you what
stop stealing our culture.
what Frederick Douglass
Stop
said.
stealing
I don't
indigenous
Okay.
culture.
All right. Cool.
steal an indigenous culture.
Yes, soul food is made with indigenous crops and cooking
What
styles.
indigenous crops?
Potatoes, potatoes, and all
Who
the
the
other
hell
stuff
use
y'all use.
tomatoes
Look at the
and
spices that y'all
soul food?
use. The spices y'all use. Y'all use mad indigenous spices.
What
You see who uses
You know
tomatoes
that.
and
what
soul food?
tomatoes and soul
They
food, bro?
put tomatoes in gumbo.
Yes,
Stew,
gumbo
Gumbo,
is literally a Choctaw
and
dish.
stew,
gumbo.
like and
Yes, gumbo is a
stew,
Choctaw
like
dish.
stew, like hello
So
stew.
hold on. So
Soups.
collard greens come from the Fertile Crescent. Chicken is not indigenous to the Americas.
Collard greens
Chicken
is
is
from the
from where?
Macaroni and
berries.
cheese, damn sure ain't indigenous to the Americas. That's some European shit.
What about cornbread?
cornbread is
Corn. What
corn is
about
indigenous to
cornbread?
America.
Corn, sweet potatoes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yam.
What about
We call
what
it
about
call it
turkey?
yams. That's not an
Yeah.
American word.
Yeah. So
I
I mean,
mean,
what about turkey? What about turkey? What about the fish that we eat? Huh?
turkey. We don't eat turkey with that's not soul
What?
food, bro.
Turkey? What? You know how many people
Nigga, we
eat
eat
turkey
fried.
legs?
Nigga, we eat fried chicken
What
and soul
all right,
food.
what
We
are
don't
you
eat no
talking
turkey,
about?
man.
What are you talking about, dude? People eat turkey legs.
That's some Thanksgiving shit, bro.
No, there's not Thanksgiving, dude. What people? There's plenty of black
I
people that
mean,
eat turkey legs,
I
dude.
mean,
What are we talking?
you might smother
What?
turkey legs
Yeah,
sometimes, but that ain't.
smothered. Yo, what the fuck are you talking about?
That's not, bro.
Are
I'm
you
talking
from?
about
Are you
staple.
from
I'm talking
America?
about staple. I'm
Are
talking
you
about
from
staple
America,
soul
yo?
food items, bro.
Yeah, you don't
Yeah,
eat turkey.
I
You're
don't think you're
tripping, dude.
black. You must be African because we definitely eat turkey. My family, we don't eat pork because
So I
they're
didn't say we
religious.
don't eat turkey. I'm saying that
Hello. My family, they don't eat pork because they're religious. They eat turkey. So instead of bacon, we order turkey bacon, for
I
example.
Right.
I
What are
didn't
you
say we
talking
don't eat
about?
turkey. I said that's not a staple
It is a
Yes, it
staple.
is.
soul
Yes, it
food item.
is.
It might not be a staple in your family. There's plenty of people that eat turkey. There's folks that eat gators.
I mean,
There's
hey,
folks that
look,
eat possum.
whenever
There's folks that eat
most
raccoons.
of the time we eat turkey is my grandma might make some smothered turkey legs or something every now and then. But most of the time we eat turkey, that's around Thanksgiving. So I mean, if y'all was eating turkey like that, I mean that's y'all.
Thanksgiving happens every year. If you're saying we only eat turkey during Thanksgiving, that's
Once
silly
a
as
year.
hell. Are you goofy?
That's
All right,
once a
that don't
year.
even make no sense. What? Oh yeah, that don't even make
That's
no
once
sense.
a year.
And
Grandma
pumpkin is
making
a
fried
staple
chicken
too.
the other day.
Pumpkin,
That's once a year.
hello. And pumpkin is a staple in this country as well, even though we only eat it around 1 year.
Black people don't eat no
So
damn pumpkin.
yes, you do.
What are
do
you?
black people
Oh
eat
my
pumpkin.
We
gosh,
don't eat no
bro.
damn pumpkin pie, bro.
Oh my god. Yeah, you just
Black
limited,
people
dude. You
We
don't know
eat
literally
nothing about
we
black
eat
folks,
sweet
man.
potatoes, man. We don't eat no
My
damn
family
pumpkin.
eats pumpkin pie, dude.
Oh,
Yeah, people need to speak for their own families.
YT people eat pumpkin pie. I
Oh
don't
my
know
gosh, dude. What are you talking about?
I don't
There's
know.
plenty
They
of black
nigga that
people.
grew up.
Yeah, there's plenty of black
Where
people that
you
eat
where
pumpkin
you
pie. What are
from?
you talking about? I'm
Where
from
you from?
Baltimore. Baltimore.
Oh, you up there? I mean, I don't know. I'm in the South. We don't eat no
Yeah,
damn
yeah. It's
pumpkin
more.
pie.
It's less YT people in Baltimore than in Richmond, dude.
We don't eat no damn pumpkin
Yeah,
pie. I don't,
y'all got all types of
but you
YT
know
people in
what?
Richmond. In
But you know
Virginia,
what?
in y'all squirrel way more in Virginia than we do in Maryland.
But
So
you
I'm
know
not
what?
trying. I'm not trying to hear nothing about
My
the
girl
YT stuff.
cousin from Baltimore. They like pumpkin seeds and shit like that. So that makes sense. They eat pumpkin
Yeah,
seeds.
and guess what? Yeah, it's more
We
black people in Baltimore than in Richmond.
we eat sunflower seeds. We don't really eat pumpkin seeds.
You
But
don't. You need to
they
be
eat
eating your
pumpkin.
bush meat. You need to be. Your ancestors come from a place where they eat bush meat. That's what you should be eating. You should not be eating nothing from here.
What is bush
You should be
meat?
eating what your ancestors ate, which is monkey meat.
What
Damn.
is bush meat?
Anything you
What
got to
your
meat, you get out
ancestors
of
ate.
bush. Meat, you get out of bush.
I mean, it's the same thing everybody else do.
Okay, so that's what you
Down
need.
south we
That's
eat
what you need to be
skunk.
eating. You need to put down the
Down
soul
south we
food.
eat
That's not yours.
raccoon.
You need to put down the
Down
And
soul
south
guess
food.
niggas
what?
That's
eat
not
That's where
yours.
raccoons are
raccoons,
That's not
from.
yours.
squirrels,
America. Possibly, yeah. They from
squirrels,
America. Yep. That's
everything.
You're
American
I
not
mean,
food.
American. You're
it's the same
African, like
thing.
you
It's the
said.
same thing as bush meat,
You're
bro.
not American. You're African, like you said.
Squirrels, raccoons,
Stop cosplaying as
crocodile.
American.
Um,
Are good for
yeah,
digestion. Yeah, exactly.
niggas eat
Stop
everything.
cosplaying.
Deer.
Stop cosplaying as American. You're not American. Stop
So I mean,
cosplaying.
I don't know. I'm just saying, why you making fun of bush meat? It's the same
You're
thing as what we
African.
do
You're
here.
African.
It's the same thing as what niggas do
Stop
here.
pretending to be American. That's actually wild.
Yeah, like
Talk about you're entitled to
Bush
land
meat is
that
the
you're not
same thing
indigenous
as
to. That's actually
squirrel and
wild.
everything. Like,
all
I
right.
don't
So
understand.
Let's just focus on squirrel. You want to eat some squirrel? Why you keep talking about squirrel?
I mean, I'm just saying, squirrel. You
Like, I'm
got
not even talking about food no
some
more. You
niggas
keep
eat
talking about
rabbit.
squirrel. You want some squirrel?
hey, yo.
Like, what's
Bush meat is
going on?
anything that you hunt. So if you hunt,
No, that's not
it
what
means
bush meat
it's
is.
basically the same thing.
No, that's not what bush meat
What is?
is. Bush
Yeah,
meat
it's
is
the
not
same
anything
thing.
you hunt.
You hunting any
Bush
native
meat is not
animal
anything you hunt.
any
Bush
native
meat is
animal you
actually bush meat is the definition of bush meat is the meat of African wild animals.
yeah,
African
Yeah.
wild animals.
yeah.
So bush meat refers to Africa, not America.
Yeah, I'm not saying that but it can technically be the same. You eating American wild animals, it means the same thing. It's not really
It's
So it's not the
anything
same
similar.
different.
thing.
It's similar. It's not.
They
But
literally,
we,
they
Yeah,
literally
it's
call it
similar,
bush
bro.
meat in their country.
Just
They
like
yeah,
literally call it
bush meat.
you
But
eat
bush meat by definition Bushmeat by definition is
I
African
I
wild
I,
animals.
I know that, bro. I know that.
And then break it.
I'm just saying we
Bushmeat's
do the same.
illegal in the U.S. Bushmeat's illegal in the U.S.
I'm just saying we do the same thing here. We eat
Who's we?
squirrel,
You're
we eat rabbit.
African.
We
I'm
hunt.
talking
You're
about people. I'm
Yeah,
African.
talking about
of
people
course.
in the South. I'm talking
They
about
hunt
people in the
food. Yeah,
South. Rabbit.
everybody hunts food. Like, yeah, we get it. Everybody hunts food.
That's what
Like,
I'm saying.
but
I'm just saying why
Bushmeat
she making.
specifically, she's
I'm
not
just
making.
saying why she making fun of bushmeat when we do
She,
the same.
she's not making fun of bushmeat. By definition, bushmeat is African wild animals. So she's
Yeah,
asking
No,
you,
I'm not
since you're African, why aren't you eating African wild animals?
yeah.
That's what bushmeat is, by
I know
definition.
bushmeat is African.
eat your food.
But
Don't eat
it's
soul
the
food.
same.
It's
It's
not
the same
yours.
thing
You
as
know, eat
here.
soul food is not African food.
Squirrel,
Stop
rabbit.
cosplaying.
Okay, cool, but it's not by
It
definition
would
bushmeat.
if it was in Africa, it would be considered bushmeat. So it's the same. I mean, it's the same.
Yeah, wow. I was about to say, but like, bro, by definition, it can't be bushmeat because that's not the definition.
People make fun of
You're pivoting. I don't know why you're pivoting, trying to change the topic.
people
The
making.
point is, you're not in. If you're not
Hold on,
indigenous to
hold
this
on, hold
land,
on.
you're not
People,
American.
black,
So you're talking about something. You're entitled to this land. You're not entitled to this land.
they eat organs in Africa. Black people
I
eat
didn't
things
ask what they
here. I
eat.
mean,
I didn't ask what they
it's the
eat.
same thing.
Similar
I know
cultures,
you're
yes,
hungry.
similar cultures for sure. Uh-huh.
I know you
I'm
sitting
just
over there in
saying
the trap
why we
hungry,
making
so
fun of
talk
why we
about
making
food. But
Ain't
this is
nobody make fun of
nobody
no
made fun of.
bushmeat. She asked you, why don't you eat bushmeat? It's if you're African. Like, that's really what she asked.
you want me to answer the
Here
question, but
goes
you
y'all
keep mute.
asking African
I'm
people
not
why they don't
muting you.
eat their
I'm
cultural
not muting
food
nobody.
is making
So,
fun of them. Like, what's going on here?
Who keep muting me, bro?
Apparently, asking Africans why they don't eat their cultural food that's making fun of them. This is wild. These people have no self-love.
Dog, you gotta get your mods, man. They keep
no,
muting me.
no,
I'm
no,
trying to
don't.
I'm
answer
not
the
even the
question.
one muting you. That's
Yeah,
not even
all
me.
right. I mean, if you're trying to answer the question, then go ahead.
I'm
No,
trying to
chill out, ball. Yeah, y'all
yeah.
can chill out with the mute button.
So I don't eat bush meat because I don't live in Africa. I'm not born in Africa. I wasn't raised in Africa, so I don't eat bush meat. Same
So when are
reason
you
I don't
going
eat.
home?
Same reason I don't eat bats. I don't live in
So when are
China.
you going
That's a
home? So
staple
when are
in
you
China. I don't
going
eat.
home? Hello? So when are you
Like a
going home?
Chinese American doesn't
So
necessarily eat
when are you
bats.
going home?
There you go.
Hello? So when are you going home?
When am I going home?
Mm-hmm.
You're proud
That's
to
what
be
she asked.
African descent, right? So go home.
This is our home.
How is this your home if you're from Africa?
African descent. African descent.
Okay, African descent. So this isn't your home. Your home's Africa.
African
Like you
descent.
said. Yeah, I actually believe all y'all who saying you're African should be deported
citizens.
right back to your homeland.
Like Frederick Douglass said, we're citizens. We put in so much
No,
work.
okay, you ain't. If you really believe Frederick Douglass is African,
we
he can go
did so
too. All
much.
y'all can go, actually.
We got so many
All y'all can
inventions.
go. All y'all
Put
can
in
go.
so much work. I mean,
Can go.
that's your opinion, but we make
No, it's not an
America a
opinion.
lot
You
of we make
literally said your
America a
ancestors
lot
from
of
Africa.
money.
That means they're not from
So
America. That means you need to go home.
I mean, that's your opinion, but
No, it's not an
we
opinion.
put
Because
so
what's the
much
purpose?
work here.
Aren't you up here to argue that Black
Martin Luther
Americans are not
King,
from?
Martin
Hello?
Luther King said the same thing.
I'm talking. Aren't you up here to argue that Black Americans are not indigenous to America? Isn't that what you're here for?
No, I came up here because he was misrepresenting Frederick Douglass' words, and I was trying to correct him.
So you do agree with the background?
No, but that's not what I
Okay,
came.
so
That's
if
not
Black
what I
Americans
came
are
up
not
with.
indigenous to America, then they need to go home. So I don't understand what you're so proud of being African for if you don't want to be there. That's what's confusing me.
I mean, why shouldn't I be proud of my ancestors? I don't
Well,
get that.
can you name an
If you're
ancestor
proud of
from
your
there?
ancestors,
Why
if
shouldn't I
you're
be
proud of your
proud of being?
ancestors, you would know they were kidnapped from Africa and they would want to go home. So why
Yeah,
aren't you going?
and they put so much work and they put
So
work
why
in
aren't you going
America.
home?
Okay.
They
Okay,
put
They were
blood, sweat, and tears in America, and
One,
Wait, I
one,
don't think
they
one
wouldn't
second.
they wouldn't want many
Sorry, go
ancestors
ahead.
wouldn't want people to just up and leave the stuff that they
Hold on. What you
They
say,
do.
Darvin?
Like, have you found any Africans in your genealogy?
I found enslaved people.
So no African.
They was Negro, yeah.
So no African.
Well, if you look at the slave schedule, they don't have that on that.
Wait,
You never seen
Darby,
one second.
you
You
said
don't. You haven't seen no will record or anything. No will, no tax record.
No,
Yeah, because that's where you see names of slaves, will records, tax records. So have you found a tax record from the
no, I
owner of
haven't
your
found it.
family? Have you seen a will record of the owner of your family?
Yeah, they don't have the names on there, bro.
On a
I
will
looked
record, they don't have it. Have you ever seen a will record?
on the slave schedule. They do not have no names on
I'm
it. They
not
just have.
talking about no slave schedule. I'm talking.
That's
I'm
what I.
giving
That's
you.
what I'm telling. That's what I'm telling you that
I'm
I
giving you a
found.
suggestions where you could research deeper, buddy. You might
That's
want to
what. That's
listen.
what I told you that I found.
Okay, yeah, on the
And I
slave
got
schedule. So you don't know where they're
oral
from.
history. I'm still
Oral
working on
history
my
of
DNA.
what? Oral history of what? Being from Africa?
Yeah, grandma said we got ancestry from Africa.
Ancestry from Africa. Okay, all right.
Yeah,
wait, Darby, he has you
she
posted
didn't know
hold on,
anybody.
hold on, Darby has you posted on his page calling you a pretendian.
I know. I already know about fake Africans. He don't know
They
no
have
African that came over here. Yeah, you don't know
they
no
have
African that came over here. Name 10 Africans that came over here. Then.
DNA,
Name. Okay,
genealogy, oral history.
what's your haplogroup?
I didn't do the 23andMe yet.
Okay, what's your you don't even know your haplogroup. What's your S&P? So yeah, you want to talk DNA? We can. So because West Africans don't have an ancient DNA. Their
Do you want me to show
haplogroup.
you my
Hold on,
DNA?
no, I don't care about your DNA. I'm talking about the haplogroups
So
of
what you
West
talking about
African.
it then for?
So
I
what do you
told you I don't
believe?
got the
So
haplogroup.
oh yeah, cool. You don't got. I can tell you about the West African haplogroups then for you, right? West Africans
When
don't
I
have
do it, I
West
can come back
African.
up here.
West Africans don't have a ancient DNA sample, right? Their haplogroup is L, maternal mtDNA, which comes from South Africa, right? Now their Y chromosome is E1B1, which comes from the Middle East and the Horn of Africa. So where are West Africans from? You're from West Africa, right? Western Central Africans too. You're saying you're from Western Central Africa. Their majority of their haplogroups, mtDNA is L, which is South African, right? And then
It's
their
not South Africa,
Y
bro.
chromosome is E1B1, which is the Horn of Africa in the Middle East. So
It's
we're
not
West
South
Africa.
Africa.
Yes, it is. L haplogroup, L0 specifically.
L doesn't
L1, dude. L originates in South Africa.
L
Yes,
doesn't
it does.
originate in South
Yes,
Africa.
it does. Yes, it does. And then you don't want to talk S&Ps after that because I bet you don't even know what an S&P is.
So you did your DNA? You did your
Yeah, I
you
did
did a
my
DNA test?
DNA. Yeah, I got the L0 for my mtDNA, which is the oldest haplogroup in the world, right? And then I have the R1B for my Y chromosome, right? That DNA matches with Europeans and Mayans. The L
So
haplogroup matches with
what?
America. Yes. Yes.
You said the L comes from America.
Is connected to America and Asia because the Khoisan's DNA appears in America and Asia.
So you Asian?
Now, folks got Asiatic features, yeah. Uh huh.
No, I'm saying, are you Asian? You
I'm
migrated
Yes,
from
American.
you are
I'm
You
Asian.
migrated from
American.
Asia.
I'm American. I ain't found no Asian in my genealogy, but I bet you I know more about my ancestors than you do about your own.
Bro, you
I
just want
bet
to
you
argue, bro.
I can guarantee that. You called me a pretendian, buddy. Prove that I'm a pretendian. Name
You
10
just want to
Africans
argue,
that
bro.
can you name 10 Africans that came to America? Yes or
I just
no?
asked you if you Asian.
No,
You
no,
said
no,
you had
no,
an
no,
Asian
no.
haplogroup.
I said no, and I said no, right?
The
And that's
American
my
the
answer. You
American
call. Hold
continent
on.
is
You
closer
call.
to Asia
Hold on
than
one
Africa.
second.
How you not Asian if you got an Asian?
You're, dude. This is what I'm gonna say, right? You're calling me a pretendian. You want to unalive by the DNA test. If you have a West African chromosome, that means you're from the Middle East. So are you Middle Eastern?
No, it doesn't come from.
No,
You don't even
yeah.
have
So
a
now
haplogroup.
it doesn't count now, right? It doesn't count now, right?
No.
Your Y chromosome, yeah. If the Y chromosome of West Africans comes from the Middle East and the Horn of Africa, are you a Middle Eastern or are you a Horn African? Yes or no? Yeah. So
No,
yeah, now you don't. Yeah. Oh, so it's no now. So I'm telling you,
no.
with my mtDNA, that I'm not.
You misrepresenting the
No, no, no,
DNA
no,
stuff,
no,
bro.
no, 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 no. You
You're
don't even
making
know
up
about.
stuff,
You
bro.
don't even know. You're not equipped to have this conversation. Don't make me start showing you S&Ps now. You definitely don't want to see that because it's going to hurt your feelings after we used to find out that the E1B1 comes from Europe. Yeah,
No.
yeah, y'all don't want to have this conversation because y'all not equipped.
No.
Y'all not equipped to this conversation, buddy.
Nah, bro.
You picked the right time. You picked the right day.
Nah.
I'm about to show you the S&Ps right now. About to
Let
break
me
his heart.
let me get my
Uh-huh.
laptop.
Yeah,
Let me get my
S&P.
laptop on.
I'm about to go to S&P tracker right now. Yeah,
Nah.
I got you. Like, I ain't playing no games. Let's look up
Tap the screen,
E1B1A.
y'all.
Yeah,
Thank you for
E1B1A.
watching.
We're typing E1B1A right here. I showed Leroy this. He left the panel after I showed Leroy this. E1B1A, right? The Y DNA path E1B1A is also classified as EV38. Now let's look at the S&Ps, right? This is EV38, 38,200 BCE, right? We show right here that says Egypt, right? Now let's look at it. BCE, parent haplogroups. Oh, the oldest ancestor of the EV38 is APR 2921. Let's see where that comes from. Romania and Hungary. So are you European, buddy?
Nah.
Yeah, they're connecting the DNA to ancient sites. The ancestor of the EV38, aka the E1B1A, is APR 2921. And guess what? It's from Europe.
From what I'm mistaken, and I'm not mistaken, the E1B1A that had back migration, right?
How is it back migration when its ancestors right here? So the back migration, right? Egypt, right? Egypt is where it's connected to. This is EV38, E1B1. Let's look at the years, 38,200 BCE. Now, if we go back to 232,000 BCE, this is the ancestor of the EV38. And guess where it says it's from, buddy?
But
Romania and
look
Hungary.
at the modern one, Darvid. It doesn't even have West or Central Africa on there, even on the modern one. Look at that.
Yeah. Oh, legends and contributions. Germany, Poland, England, United States, Italy, Ukraine, Saudi Arabia, Ethiopia, Native American, Iraq, Kuwait, and China. Where's West Africa at?
That's in Central Africa. I don't see no Nigeria or nothing on there.
Why
Where's
do
that
Native
at?
Americans have E1B1A? Oh, uh-oh. Oh, he's gonna pull up AI. Oh, brother.
Yeah, if you want an actual source.
E1B1A.
I got you. Since you want to use AI,
Nova Africa.
since you want to use AI, I got you. E1B1A origin, or E1B1A origin, right? The E1B1 haplogroup E1B1A originated in the Horn of Africa,
That's what I pulled
41,000.
up, bro.
With his most EM2. Let's look at EM2 on the S&P. EM2, E.M2, right? Is that what it said? EM2. Let me go. It says, yeah, EM2. Let's look. Oh, it's the same thing. That's young. Oh, that's younger. It's younger than EV38, which is E1B1A. EM2 goes back to the same haplogroup, S&P.
So the E1B1A that comes from the Horn of Africa, right? So why are you not
It
saying it?
actually comes from Egypt.
And you said your maternal has L. You say you LO.
L0.
L.
That comes from the Khoisan. What side are we looking at? S&P tracker. Yep, S&P tracker. Yeah, I told you he's not equipped for this conversation. I told you he's not equipped for it. He don't even know what to do. I'll show you L0. Yeah, this is my mtDNA. L0. L0. Oh, this is what Russia. They found L0 in Russia. I'm Russian in the mug then. I'm Russian in the mug. L0 is from Russia. Golly. I must be the Grimaldi man. Jesus Christ. I must be Grimaldi man. Because L0 is from Russia, according to the S&P. That's the oldest bone that it traces back to, which is 153,000 years ago. If we're going off DNA, we going off DNA, right? Why is the L0, which is my mtDNA, going back to Russia? I must be Grimaldi man.
So
Woo!
put me back on the big screen. The LO haplogroup comes from, like you said, the Khorasan. It says nothing about it coming from
I'm
Russia
on the
or
acid.
Europe.
I'm on the acid. They're matching this with ancient bones. This is what L0 matches with when they dig up ancient bones. It matches with bones in Russia.
Migration
Nah.
out of Africa, migration,
Where's the ancient South African bones at? Nah.
which is South
No.
African bone. What are you
Yeah,
talking
they're matching this with ancient Russian bones. Where's the ancient South African bones they match
about?
with?
Ancient Russian bones, bro.
No.
What is ancient Russian bones?
Ancient Russian. You ain't never heard of Grimaldi man? Grimaldi man. Ancient. Let's look at some ancient Russian bones. Ancient Russian bones. Russian bones. Ancient Russian bones. We gonna look it up. Ancient Russian bones. I'm cooking.
You're not cooking nothing,
I'm
bro.
cooking. I'm cooking. You don't even know what an S&P is. Let's look at what an S&P is.
You're not cooking
S&P.
anything, bro.
S&P. You ain't got nothing to say what what I'm showing you. You ain't got nothing to say.
I
S&P.
just showed you
And
everything that you pulling up,
S&P
bro.
is a singular nucleolite. Yeah, it's a singular nucleotide polymorphism. And S&P is a variation in a single DNA building block or nucleotide that occurs at a specific location in the genome. So if they're tracking S&P genomes to ancient bones in Russia, what you think that is? What you think that is? The L0 genome.
The haplogroup doesn't originate in Russia, bro. It doesn't originate in Europe.
How old
That's
they say the
the
original
point.
They say L0 is 121,000 years ago. Guess
Comes
what
from
date
South
this?
Africa.
Guess what date this is? 153,000 years ago.
It comes from South
So
Africa, bro.
how did it come from South Africa when this is older than the DNA they're clicking with in South Africa?
It comes from South Africa.
Nah. So are we gonna do math now? Are we gonna do math
comes from
now?
South
What's
Africa, bro.
what?
There's nothing you can.
Nah. What's the greater number? 153,000.
There's no source you can pull up that says.
Let's talk numbers.
So just get off of that, bro.
You're using AI. You're using AI. I'm using the actual source.
I mean, I can pull up the Library of Medicine, bro. I mean, what you...
Library of Medicine. Oh, if you want to talk about libraries, why are forensic anthropologists, right? They have studies against DNA tests. Forensic anthropologists. If you want to talk journals, yeah.
I'm trying to figure out.
You're the one that you believe that in DNA, but you don't believe in singular
I don't believe in
nucleotide.
nothing, bro.
Oh no, yeah. You believe the DNA test, right? But you don't believe in single nucleotide polymorphism, which is an S&P, which is in genetics, is a variation of a single DNA building block or nucleotide.
I don't have to believe in DNA, bro.
But they're matching the S&P, the nucleotide, or building block, building block of DNA, and the L0 building block or nucleotide is matching with the bones in Russia.
And when we talking about ancestry, dude, we talking about autosomal.
No,
we ain't even talking.
With autosomal. How far does autosomal DNA go?
You going towards
how far does autosomal DNA take you?
We only been here a couple hundred. We only been here a couple hundred.
How far?
We don't need to talk about stuff from ancient.
You brought up autosomal DNA. How far does autosomal DNA take you back?
Bro, you're not letting me talk, bro. You keep muting me. Like, come on, bro.
How far does
So
autosomal
what I'm
DNA
telling
take
you
you?
is,
I didn't ask you that.
I'm
I
not
didn't ask
stuttering.
you that.
He keep
I didn't ask you
muting me.
that. I didn't ask you that.
So
You brought
when I
up
took the DNA
you
test,
brought up
right?
autosomal DNA, dude. You brought
When
up
I took the
autosomal.
DNA test, hold
Okay,
on, bro. When I took the
okay.
DNA test, right? So this is what I'm saying. I don't have to believe in DNA. I found family members using DNA. My
Were they
cousins,
from Africa?
bro, let me talk,
Were
bro.
they from Africa?
Why you keep interrupting me,
I'm
bro?
asking you, were they from Africa?
No, bro, I'm talking, bro. You keep
Ah,
interrupting me, asking
you
me
ain't
all
got
these
no
questions,
family
bro.
members in Africa.
Come on,
You
bro.
don't have no family members in Africa.
This nigga
So
keep
what?
asking. Bro,
Yeah, do
Can
you
I
have?
finish what I'm saying, bro?
Yeah, go. Yeah, you found family members. Not
Can I
what?
finish what I'm saying?
You found family members. Not what?
Like y'all rock with this, bro. Come on, man. So let me know when I can talk, bro.
I'm letting you talk. You said
You keep
found family
interrupting me every
members.
time I'm about to say
You
something,
said
bro.
because you keep. I let you go. You said family members. Now what? That means
You
go hit
never let me
afterwards.
finish.
That means go hit afterwards, nigga.
Okay, all right. So I don't have to. You keep saying I believe in DNA. I don't have to believe in DNA, right? Because I found family members. I took the DNA test a couple years ago. Recently, my second cousin took one, and she popped up on my feed. My sister, she took one, she popped up on my feed.
And they're all
So
from
the
Africa,
D,
right?
so that
Are they African?
can I finish my
Hold
point,
on.
man? Without y'all asking.
What is the point of telling us this unless they're from Africa?
Unless
The
if they're
point,
not from Africa,
that's not the point that I'm making. I'm not talking about Africa, none of that. I'm making a point that the DNA test is accurate. The accuracy of the DNA test is
to connect you
99.
with living people.
They even got the
Hold on.
relationship.
Hold on. The part that connects you to your family members that's a different database than the part that gives you
Come on,
percentages.
man. Can I finish my point?
That is a
Can
different
you address what I
database.
just said? Can you address what I just said? The
Y'all keep
database
asking
that connects
questions
you.
right when
Can you address what I just said? The database that connects you to living
No, I'm
people. That's a
talking.
different database than the one that is a percentage. Can
You
you
keep
address that?
asking me questions and I'm talking
Okay.
in the
Can
middle
you
of
address
me
what I just
talking.
said? Can you address what I just said?
No, because I'm trying to finish a
No.
point and
No.
you
Then you can
asking
go on
questions.
mute.
Now she's on mute you.
I said, bro,
All right, go ahead. Go finish what you about to say.
I'm not making a point of, I'm not talking about Africa or none of this. The point is that y'all like to say that DNA is fake and it's for entertainment and this and that.
Bro, I just
I'm
addressed
fine,
this.
bro.
I just
Come on,
addressed
man.
this. I just addressed this.
Yo,
I
let him
can't, bro.
finish, Venus.
It's
Just let
just,
him finish.
come on, man.
Just let him finish, Venus. Go ahead.
Bruh.
You
Just let him finish.
y'all make these arguments that DNA is fake and this and that. The accuracy is so good that they even got the relationship right. Because we have different dads. They have the centimorgans, the amount of DNA that we share, everything.
Darvid, I just addressed this. He
Yeah,
repeated
you did.
himself
He
after
did.
me
Yeah,
answered this.
yeah. So, yeah, what Venus is
Like,
saying, that's a totally different database. That's autosomal DNA. Autosomal DNA only takes you back 5 to 7
I didn't.
generations.
Okay,
Yes,
bro. I
yes,
didn't
yes,
make.
yes.
I
5
know.
to
I
7.
know that.
You said it's
I know
accurate.
that.
So, if it's so
You arguing
accurate,
some
hold on 1 second. If it's so accurate, what African cousins did it match you with? If it's so accurate.
cousins that I know. What you
Okay,
mean? What
what
you mean?
African? So if you're connected to people in Africa, don't you think an African cousin would have shown up by now?
Not if they didn't take the test.
Not if they didn't take the test. So
They got to
where
take the test in order to be in the database.
they gotta take the test would be. So you're going off an incomplete database to go
Incomplete
off where you're
database.
from. Yeah, incomplete database to go off where you're from. It's incomplete if everyone doesn't take the DNA test, correct?
The reason that we match to those populations because our DNA is very similar to those populations that live in the area. When you
We
have
have
a
a similar
family,
DNA to a goddamn fly.
when you have a family member pop up on there, that means that they took the test, and you have to have a certain amount of uh centimorgans or whatever they call it to in order to for that to pop up as your family member. like I said, me and my sister, 20, we had like 26, 27, shared 27 centimorgan DNA with each other. Cousin, they like all of this stuff is put in front of you. It's like right there. You can see the amount of DNA y'all share, all of that, like the accuracy. Like I was amazed by the accuracy of the test.
Uh-huh. Right. Right. Okay. Okay. Yeah, we're saying DNA is false because if you're not finding Africans, people that you would share centimorgans with in your family tree, then yeah,
They didn't. That means they didn't take the test.
that
If
means
you
they
if you
didn't
if
take the
you
test.
if
Okay.
you
But
if you a
how far
person
does autosomal DNA go back? That's what I asked you. How far does autosomal DNA go back?
couple hundred years.
5 to 7 generations. So 25 times 5, that's 125 years. You add another 25 years, that's 150. You add another 100 years, that's 175. That's not hundreds of years. That's not hundreds of years. So if it only takes you back 5 to 7 generations, and then folks have been in America, quote unquote, 400 years plus, right? They came here 400 years plus. It's not going to match you with nobody that came here 400 years plus.
Wait, repeat that. What you say?
Autosomal DNA only goes back 5 to 7 generations.
Yeah.
And I did the math on the years in a generation. A generation is considered 25 years. 25 times 7 is 175. That's not hundreds of years. And if black people come from a story of arriving here 400 plus years ago, then it would not match you to any African that came 400 plus years ago.
So it says, put me on big screen. So it says roughly 150 to 200 years into the past.
That's not far. 500. That's 5 to 7 generations, like I stated. That is a 3rd to 5th great grandparent. That will tie you back to somebody literally that has went through slavery or was a free person of color.
Yeah, I mean, some people families did. Like some people came earlier. Some people came 17, 16. Some people
Right.
came right when the importation was about to end in 1807.
Wait,
So it depends.
200 years ago, how would the test be able to tell if you're African then? Because Africans got here well before 7 generations ago.
Yeah, some people did come. Then you got
Or
some people like Clotilda. They came here right in the 18. So they would fall in line with that time frame.
no, but I'm asking, how can the DNA test tell where you're from if it only goes back 7 generations ago?
You said how would it tell where you from?
Yeah,
Yeah.
if it only goes back 7 generations.
So like I said, is matching your DNA matches with the population, with a certain population. The similarities of your DNA.
No, that's actually not what the test says. So if your test says 12% Nigerian, that doesn't mean it's 12% of your DNA. That means you're 12% likely to be matched to the Nigerian population. That's what that means.
You have similar DNA
Yeah,
to
so
the
12%
population in
likely.
Nigeria.
That's an extremely low likelihood.
Well, mine is 44%.
Yeah, so
So
not
yeah,
even
44.
50%. That's a low likelihood. Not even 50%. So less than 50% likely.
44%.
Yeah.
Likely to be connected to a Nigerian, yes.
Then I got
If it's accurate, if your ancestry is really from Nigeria, that should be in the 80%.
And then if
Yeah,
you
'cause
no,
Africans take-
no.
Hold on, when Africans
we
take a
got
DNA test,
we got admixture.
hold on. When Africans take a DNA test, they get 80 to 90%, even if they have admixture.
Yeah, because
So that's not an excuse.
they have very little admixture.
yeah, that's not true. A lot of them have admixture. because they're not from, especially West Africa. They're not from the regions they say they are currently now. They're not from those regions.
And then Black Americans also get they also get end up with Indonesian on their DNA test. Since when was since so Black Americans are Indonesian, right?
I think my sister got that on hers, but it's like 1%.
Yeah, so your sister's Indonesian. What ancestor in
Huh?
her family tree is from Indonesia?
Yeah. Y'all don't, yeah, folks don't be,
Her father said they got somebody that was Asian in their family a long time ago. I don't know, but
The
that's her people.
Indonesians weren't coming to America. The Asian on her tree would have to be Chinese or from India. Those were the Asians that were coming over here. So that doesn't make
Indonesians.
sense. There was no Indonesians coming over here to the USA. It was
Well,
Chinese.
I don't know
and
that.
Indians.
That's on
It was
her
Chinese
thing. I
and
don't
people
know.
from India. So
He said somebody was Asian that came in the family. I don't know. The
okay.
DNA,
So
the
what,
DNA
what
pulled up
Indonesians you
Indonesian.
got in your family? What Indonesians you got in your family?
I didn't say it was from my family. Me and her got two different dads.
uh,
I don't got Indonesian on mine.
So I'm very confused because most Black Americans get 1%
what's
Asian,
this?
1 to 2% Asian on their
I
DNA test.
don't got no Asian on mine.
So why don't y'all talk about y'all's Asian
Oh, a
DNA?
third cousin. Okay, somebody got a third cousin they match with.
Took my test a year ago.
I don't got no Asian on mine.
Okay, you got a third cousin 3 times removed. So you have that means you have a grandparent that's from Africa.
Yeah. I met like 3 other people. One from Ghana, one other person from Senegal, and I met another person.
But that's recent. That means your family are immigrants.
Oh, what's up, grandson?
Well, I just
So
came
you're
here
so you're
because
not
of-
Black American. You're an immigrant.
I'm African American. You're right. I'm African
Yeah,
American.
So you're not even in this conversation. Your families are immigrants.
All right, so you just what's up, grandson?
You just called
So
me.
if you
when-
just
when you see that removed-
if you descend from the slave trade, yours isn't gonna be that close.
It's not.
Right, but when you see that removed, right, that means that it's through one of his great aunts or great uncles. You get what I'm saying? Removed means
right.
removed from his direct lineage. That's what it means.
That means that's recent. That means he immigrated.
Yeah, one of his aunties.
But it still
uncles.
says removed. They don't have the same grandparent. If somebody
How you gonna call
married
that
his
man
family.
immigrant?
Yeah, it's African married into his family. Okay, 3 generations ago. Go
Well,
ahead.
if an African married into his family, he wouldn't be related to him.
Yes, he would. What?
Well, if they had a kid, then he would be
Yes, he
related to
would.
them.
Yes,
He would have to be from the African person's
Bro, if
lineage.
an
Meaning he
African
would have
over
to.
here and marry a great aunt. We talking about your brother. We talking about your father's sister marrying an African. That baby is going to be your cousin, bro.
I mean, it's gonna be his cousin, but the African wouldn't be related to him. He wouldn't have his DNA. That he wouldn't match.
The DNA that y'all share, is through your
American
father
side.
or whoever married the African. You know,
The
she passed her DNA to the kid, and that DNA came from your side of the bloodline, bro. So you already had that DNA. You passed it to the African by having a baby with them, and now you got a cousin, a half cousin. That's what the removed is. That's your half cousin.
Yeah, sure.
so that was
Thanks
his
for
cousin.
breaking that
That one was okay. That was his cousin. Okay.
When I'm able, can I ask a question?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. For the DNA, I'll ask Rel. Rel, do you love your grandmother? It's just yes or no. Do you love your grandmother? Okay. So, why do you refer to your grandmother as your great grandmothers and stuff as a haplogroup? When you consider that disrespectful?
What?
A haplogroup.
When
Identifying your grandmothers
a haplogroup?
as
He
a
doesn't even know his
haplogroup.
haplogroup.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Yeah, I didn't do the 20.
He over here
Well,
telling us to
I
talk
would
about
say-
DNA. He don't even know his DNA. He don't know his haplogroup.
I do know my DNA. I
I
took the
would
ancestry
suggest
test.
you do your
Ancestry don't have
genealogy.
haplogroups.
Just do your genealogy. I thought you did your DNA test. Never mind. I'm just
I've been working on my genealogy.
okay.
Genealogy is never done. It's
Yeah,
always a
Okay,
work. It's always a working
it's a paper
process.
trail.
you know you're from Africa, but you're not going home. That's crazy. So that sounds like selfish.
Lady, we went over this
No, we didn't go
like an
over this.
hour ago.
You
We went
said you're
over this.
entitled. Hello, you said you're entitled to this land. You're not entitled to
We
stolen
are.
land. You're a thief. You're a thief.
We
You're the
are
same as
entitled to this land.
you're the same as the white man. You were a colonizer. You're not entitled to
How?
stolen land because you're
African
claiming,
descended people
you're
didn't
claiming
colonize
stolen
this
land.
land.
You're claiming stolen land.
We didn't colonize anything. We was brought here to work against our will. That's not
What city
colonization.
are you from? And hold on. What city are you from? And what tribe resided on those lands?
Richmond, Virginia.
Okay, and what tribe resided on those lands?
What you mean with tribe?
What
Talking about tribes?
tribe is
You talking about
indigenous
tribes
to
in
Richmond,
Africa?
Virginia? Which tribe? Which indigenous tribe?
I got a
I think it was
got
the
a chicken
Choctaw
hummus.
that moved from the British colony of Orleans. When we talk
No,
about
the Choctaw. Hold on.
indigeneity,
Hold on. I want him to answer the Choctaw.
Yeah.
Hold on.
The
I
Choctaw
You
got
probably
a
don't
are
know
not
the
indigenous.
answers.
The Choctaw are not indigenous to Virginia. I want him to answer what
chicken
tribe. What
hominy,
tribal
chicken
lands is he? What
chicken
tribal land?
hominy.
I'm talking. What tribal lands is he sitting on? He needs to be giving respect.
I'm trying to tell you
Right.
what indigenous
Go
tribes
ahead.
is here.
Go ahead.
You got the Pamongi, you got the Chickahominy, you got the shit. I don't know all of them, but I got a homie. He's Chickahominy and black.
Can I? So he said, don't leave out the Powhatan Confederacy was right there, so. So, and that's part of my bloodline.
Yeah, the Pamongi and all that
Yeah,
stuff.
just say Powhatan Confederate. That's all over there. So, you say you working on your tree. Are you comparing your DNA with your tree? Because it should match up.
Yeah, I mean it matches up with my grandma told me. She told me we got white. We got we black people. I mean, my bad, YT. We descend from Africans. That all that goes. Everybody that I've seen on my tree so far is listed Negro.
Negro don't mean African. I can pull that up for you.
I mean, even if you, I'm not going to.
I can show you reclassification.
Listen.
In Virginia itself.
Hold on. I'm not getting to that, but we know that the Africans brought here, they were Negro. So if you want to say,
when was they brought here, sir?
So you don't even.
Sure don't, because I've read Johnny Cochran stuff. There was less than 100 coming here, and I'm pretty sure he know what he was doing. Because he was going out to the United States Corporation, sir.
I'm not getting into that. That's ridiculous.
I know. You wouldn't want to get
I'm not
into
getting
that.
it. I mean, we can debate it. We can set up a debate on YouTube. We can set up a debate on YouTube whether the transatlantic slave trade.
I don't debate my bloodline. Your bloodline is.
I'm not debating. I don't care about your bloodline. You asked me about mine. I'm telling you about mine. You trying to tell me something false? I'm telling
you.
Ain't that hypocritical?
Johnny Cochran has in his records. I wasn't debating you. I said Johnny Cochran, in his discovery, when he was going up against the United States, he said it was less than 100 of them came here, and he had the documents, sir.
That's false. If you saying it was less than 100,
I'm pretty sure it's not false, because that's what got him on the line.
Very false. I mean, like I said, we can debate it.
Now you're going to say a man that's been doing his work.
We can debate it.
A man that's been doing his work is lying?
When you want to debate it?
Why am I debating a clown that think that you survived the journey on the bottom of a
When do you want to debate it? I didn't survive
What am I
anything.
debating you for?
Do you want to debate later or not? Do you want to debate?
Sir, I don't debate. I don't debate.
So what you coming at me for then?
Simple things.
What you coming at me for if you don't want to debate it?
You literally brought up the Cotilda, and that was a piece of plywood.
You think it didn't happen?
That was a piece of plywood, wasn't it?
So we should debate.
Was the Cotilda a piece of plywood, sir?
We should debate it. If you think it didn't happen, we can debate it.
All of us know.
What time you want to do it?
Oh, you
gotta
know
go.
what?
We
Just
don't
say
gotta
you
go
don't want
back
to
and
answer
forth.
nothing I'm asking you. That's all you have to say.
We don't have to go back and forth. We can debate.
No, because this is a
If I could talk,
conversation that I
if I
see
could talk
that
for
you
1 moment,
admitted it right
You
here.
asked me. You
sorry,
asked me about my
Avoiding
genealogy. Now
the
you want to say
question.
something else.
You are still sitting here avoiding the question. I'm
Avoiding what
asking
question?
you.
Who is that above me? Who is that?
I
what
don't
I
know.
want to say is that what happened to the indigenous people within Americas, we allowed the federal government and the state government to allow and say who was indigenous and who wasn't indigenous to this land. They had rule, the colonization of the British, of the German, and of course of the Arabs. With that being spoken, of course the Spaniards came over here and classified people indigenous and not indigenous. So we can't go on their roles. They rip things off. If you want to look at something, look at the Racial Integrity Act of 1924 and see how they separated people, not just from the land that they was inherently brought on, but by racial makeup. So we don't have all of the doles to say who is and who not. So it's a mute point to argue who is indigenous and who is not indigenous because we've been colonized and they told us
Well,
who was.
I can show proof
All
on
right,
my
Now
tree.
we
put me
know
on the
who
put
we
me on
I
the
can
big
was.
show
screen.
proof
Put me
on
on the
my
big
So
tree,
our
screen.
man.
great
What you talking
grandparents.
about may be your bloodline,
Put me on
but
the big
I can
screen.
show proof on my tree that I got every
It's
last one of
no
my
shade,
grandmamas
man.
and granddaddies was married, and how many children they had.
They didn't even marry back then and day. So that's
Can
Oh
a
somebody
yes,
lie.
drop
they
love? Can
did.
somebody
Yes,
drop
They
they
didn't
love?
did.
marry. They
Can
didn't
Man,
need
we
somebody
a
drop
marriage
love?
common law
certificate.
marriage
They
was
didn't
a
Somebody
need no
drop
marriage.
marriage
love. Where's the mod
certificate.
that drop
That's a
love, please?
lie.
No,
Damn,
you lying.
somebody
They
One
didn't
drop
need a
love.
marriage
How you
certificate.
gonna
They
tell me
wasn't
about
married
my
back,
documents that's on my tree, ma'am?
man.
Thank you. She wasn't talking about shit in goddamn
So
way.
here we have Congress.gov, the House of Representatives 111-104, Thomas E. Jordan, Indian Tribes of Virginia and Federal Recognition Act of 2009. So we're gonna go back in time. Because I mean, after I seen Darby whoop you all over this internet, I mean, by now I thought you'd have bared out, but apparently you still up here with your rhetoric. But I see that because I went over on your I
I'm
went
trying to
over
figure
there
out.
on your
I'm trying to
page to
listen.
see what was really going on. Hold on, let me highlight this because I want you to see this for yourself. Because you in Virginia.
Cold out here, man. Ain't nobody in no Indian shit. I don't know where y'all getting that from.
Where you getting the African from? You ain't found not one African on your tree. So why you claiming that shit?
From Northside Richmond, we got the African church right up the street from where I
An
live at.
African church don't mean that's your people.
It says the Virginia Vital Statistics Bureau class all non-reservation Indians as what?
Negro.
Negro.
Yep.
Virginia Vital Statistics Bureau class all non-reservation Indians as Negro, sir.
Let me pull up what I got.
Oh, this is from the. Make sure it's from. We using government documents, and I got something else.
This right from Richmond. This right from the bureau.
Oh, what's up? All right, I'm back, y'all.
What the hell is this above me and what he got on his screen? What is
What's up? All right, I'm back, y'all. Hold on, I'm here.
Who is this
Who is
on
that?
top of me and what he got on his screen? Please.
Oh, now what?
Going on?
Please.
Oh, that's not what. You are.
I don't know who
I'm
he
here. Who is that? Who is who?
I think he's trying to show something.
Oh, you are.
Huh?
I've been chasing this around forever.
Uh-oh.
He been chasing rail around.
With the
Another fool right
shenanigans.
below.
I'm here with the
Another fool right.
shenanigans.
Dude, come from?
There you go, Ralph. What's up? You say that?
Hey, right now, bro. You changing the subject,
DNA.
man. We on this
Oh my gosh.
reclassification.
No, you the one talking about DNA. You talking
Oh,
about
they talking
DNA,
about
right?
what? What about
Let's
men?
talk about
Over DNA,
bro.
bro.